2007, after 18 months of research, I purchased for me the perfect RV. A Lance camper that fit oh so ideally on my Ford 3/4 ton truck. I picked it up 3 days before Thanksgiving, ready to embark on my shakedown cruise. But the shakedown cruise wasn't to start till Saturday, so I had 3 days of driving around to get to know my new RV. I figured after 3 days, driving around town, getting used to turns, I was pretty much an expert. Saturday morning, off I go for a week-long shakedown cruise. We are having in Washoe County something we refer to here as a wind event. You can tell it's a wind event because when you get close to Washoe Valley, there is a big sign flashing saying, "Wind warning, high-profile vehicles exit here." Now, remember folks, I'm an expert. I know the sign didn't apply to me. It applied to those big rigs that were having the good sense to pull off onto the side road. I, on the other hand, knew that I could make it through because, after all, I've been driving this thing for 3 days. I'm an expert. Off I go down the highway. Everything's smooth for a while until it happens. A giant Washoe Zephyr comes roaring up and hits me broadside, knocking me at least 3 feet into the adjoining lane. I have a vivid memory of a little child in the back seat of a car next to me going, which was matched by my equally startled. I fought all the way across that 10-mile stretch, back and forth over the road I get. Basically, I'm driving a giant moving billboard by being hit by 50-mile-an-hour crosswinds. When you embark on your RV adventure, here's a tip. Wind advisories apply to you. When they tell you to pull off the road, by all means, do so. When I bought my RV, I asked the dealer. I have a Ford 3/4 ton that doesn't get great gas mileage, 14 to 15 miles per gallon. How much is this going to cost me? And he told me, oh, not too much bigger than you should. I said, how much was that? And he says, oh, really, it's not as bad as you think. I said, you know, it's a couple of bucks. So I figured that's not too bad. Now, my first gas stop, Mammoth, California, I got 11.5 miles per gallon. I'm thinking, you know, it's not too bad. Of course, it was all downhill. In my next stop, Lone Pine, California, it dropped below 10 miles per gallon. And then it happened. If you've ever driven below Lone Pine on 395, we have headwinds down there. They come roaring up through the Sierra, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour. By the time I make my next gas stop, I'm at 8.25 miles per gallon. By the time I get to Phoenix, I have had 3 gas stops under 7 miles per gallon. Folks, at this rate, I figure rather than saving money sleeping in an RV, I could just buy a motel in every city. There was one point when I was wondering, would it be easier to just run a siphon between the gas stations so I can fill myself up? You could visibly see that E thing going down. Here's a tip for your RV adventure. When you buy your RV, whatever the dealer says, cut it by half, reduce it 10%, and then hope you get that much. When I bought my RV, they gave me something called an RV rental. That's where they go over all the wonderful features you have, including explaining what a holding tank is and how to empty your holding tank. They tell you, what you do is you hook this pipe right here, put this pipe in the hole, you flip the switch, no problem, it's all done. I'm going, could you go over that just one more time? Sure, you hook this pipe up here, put it down here, you flip the switch, no problem. Well, just outside of Phoenix, I have a campsite where I finally have to empty my holding tank. What do? I hook it up, put it down there, I'm looking, everything appears to be fine. I'm going, all right, this is working pretty well. I flip the switch. The one down there pops out, pours it all over my feet, flip the switch the switch, that one's holding, this one pops off, hits the thing, splashes me up to the waist. I am 53 years old at that point. Folks, I have never had a bathroom accident like that. When you go on your RV adventure, here's a tip. Actually, just don't use them. There is a clean McDonald's restroom in every city in this town. That's what I do. That's what I encourage you to do. Finally, when you embark